Hello and welcome back to my playthrough of 20 Minutes Till Dawn. We're going to play a third round. If you haven't watched any of the others and you don't know what this game is, check out the first video where I explain basic concepts, and then maybe the second video where I go into what happens after you've won a game or even lost a game. And yeah, we played kind of a gun run and then a magic run. This time we're maybe going to try and do a summon run and see how that plays out. And I think maybe a good character to have for a summon run is Lilith. I mean, I haven't played with her for a while. Last time I did successfully was on Darkness 4. And so we're going to choose her. And maybe there's a gun here which shoots bats that chases down enemies. And bats are both bullets and summons. So they should get bonuses when you get summon bonuses. Before we do that, do I want to change any of these? No, it's going to take too long to go through. So we'll just say no to that. Maybe I'm going to do a run with some of these other weapons here. But first of all, let's go with Batgun. We'll go with a standard mode. Even though I did unlock 11 recently for this run, I'm still going to go with 10. And in terms of where, I mean, I haven't done these two levels successfully. But sure, let's show off the temple, which is going to have different enemies. So I'm going to be learning maybe a bit as well. Same thing. The Batgun. Oh, yeah, she needs to be moving. Fires off. And as I say, they are bullets and summons. And they will go and find the nearest enemy. They're not necessarily the strongest gun, but they kind of do heat seeking for you. So your job is just to fire off, go collect the experience, and then end up with, well, gold, I suppose. Now, in the last two runs, if you watch them, you'll notice I said, oh, the dragon egg, that could be, but, you know, maybe not early. Well, don't get it late on in the run. And if you're not going for a summon run, then it's not really that useful anyway. But this time we are. We're going for a summon run. So getting the dragon and his upgrades as soon as possible is what we want to do. At least from my, in my opinion. So we have a dragon egg, and effectively we've just wasted an upgrade. Like, that egg is doing nothing for us. So we need to make sure that we, can survive at least 3 minutes when he comes out. But also, we need him to be at least a bit useful. Okay, so there's Trainer as well. This is a new tree which I haven't seen before. Increases summon damage. And also, so the upgrades beyond that is to increase summon damage by 1% after every 15 enemies killed. I mean, that seems quite overpowered, I don't know. And pulsing summons increases summon damage, but also your summons deal 50 summon damage to nearby enemies every 2 seconds. Also seems overpowered. So this tree maybe is going to be nerfed at some point. And then the last one, summon damage plus, and then every 500th enemy killed by a summon drops a healing item. Yeah, I expect to see this nerfed at some point. Maybe, I don't know. And because did we increase the summon damage with that one? Yeah. So these bats, you can see every one that hits is doing 23 damage currently, which is good enough for us. We shouldn't have to worry about where we're firing them, but we might want to do a little bit of that worrying now that there's more enemies coming towards us. Right, and as I said, we want to get our dragon abilities coming quickly, because this activates every 60 seconds your dragon gains more damage, and the other one on this side, again, every 60 seconds they gain attack speed. So you want these two as soon as you can. I see that there's another new thing which I haven't seen before. The summon attack speed, very useful, I'm sure. And yeah, I mean, that pulsing summons would also be good. But first, the dragon abilities, and then we'll kind of get those summons first. Okay. The other difference, which I'm just learning, and learning the hard way, is that the temple level is not an infinite playground. Which pretty much keeps you alive in the forest. So you can just go to the edge of the map like we are here, and then, you know, keep walking. You might be not getting your experience, but you're living into the sunset. And even though I want to get the summon damage, maybe we need the vitality earlier than Lilith. Alright, let's go summon. We want summons, we want them to be powerful. And in fact, because... is that the case? My gun is a summon, so am I firing quicker? I'm losing a lot of health. This run may have started with some great upgrades, but it's not working out in terms of my survivability. I need to pay more attention, clearly. Okay, level up. So we could get haste. I would like to have more speed when firing, because I just want to be firing all the time with this gun. And you'll see that this one here, which is walk speed, and we're walking when we're gunning, because it's called run and gun, that is much faster. So you appear to be going quite fast. Maybe I should get dodge for the vitality stuff, though. Maybe I'll get lucky when I get hit pretty soon. Because yeah, these bullets on their own are not that great. Can I go past this wall? No, this is a wall that I can't go past. And there are also new enemies here, which I don't know what they do. So we can have more dodge. More dodge could be useful right now. Again, I'd like that second dragon ability, so that it can be improving. I mean, you'll also notice these, like, I don't know, germs coming out. That's her special ability. Right, what do we want? So we can have haste, or we can have soul shields. Soul shield worked well for us last time. I think that saved us on a few occasions, so let's go with that. Should just maybe go pick up some of this experience, and then, because these guys explode on their own sometimes when they get too close, to just kind of trigger that off. They can even help explode all their friends. Right, what have we got? Increase summon damage by 1% after every 15 enemies killed. Yes, please. And we're just gonna try running away. And so yeah, we've hit 17 minutes. Pretty soon our dragon's gonna pop. We have our boss, and you'll see that, yes, there's the dragon. Is he useful? I mean, currently, no, he's a bit rubbish. And that's why you want your dragon upgrades. Or to be getting all these unlocks for your dragons, or summons even. So we can choose to improve our summon attack speed and summon inflict burn on hit for 3 damage per second. That's a good thing. I'm wondering about getting this dodge, which increases move speed and also increases dodge. Because we don't actually have a lot of summons. And maybe I need dodge at the moment. Let's go with the summon stuff, because this is a summon run. We'll just do our own dodging. Right, so we did somehow manage to kill the boss, maybe because it was next to lots of things that exploded. Right, so Lilith has the Necromancer. Oh yeah, all the things popping around, so it's her ability, they're spirits. So she is going to summon an additional spirit when enemies are killed. So she summons 1, and then it'll be double. Effectively doubling the damage that it's going to be. So every time an enemy dies, you'll see another one of those, well, I'm calling them germs because they look a bit like germs, but I think they're skulls. I know they're skulls. Which, you know, is a multiplier in itself. We could increase our fire rate, or we could again go for summon thing. So summon attack speed plus 15%, your summons have 15% chance to hit. on hit to instantly kill an enemy except for bosses. Yes, let's go with that. And it would be nice if it maybe started offering us some we died. Well, that's a shame. Let's try again. Same everything. So if you just click that try again button, it will give you everything as you had it to begin with. I mean, I actually like the build. I do want the dragon to kind of prove the point. But the thing about the dragon, as I was kind of mentioning, it does nothing for you for 3 minutes. And it's a bit of a dead upgrade. And as well, if you don't have any other summons and you're getting summon upgrades in that time because they're the best things for your build, you're kind of not really helping yourself. So it can be a bit tricky to play summon build, right? So no dragon this time, but Ghost is a summon, so we can get our Ghost friend. And you'll see, I mean, already that's been more helpful than the dragon was in the first 4 minutes of the last attempt. Yes. So, and important to grab all the upgrades. The thing about this character, I mean the experience points. The thing about this character is that it can be, with all the bats flying everywhere, with all the spirits flying everywhere, your experience is going to be everywhere. So you're going to have to do a lot of running around to get that. Anyway, what upgrade are we on? So there's another summon here, the Magic Scythe, to deal 40 damage, or we can get best friends with our ghosts and have their fire rate increase. Oh no, their attack rate and my fire rate increased. Let's go with the scythe for now. Just because it does raw damage and it can be useful. And it's kind of always flying around you. I mean, this is a bit more reminiscent of Vampire Survivors, if you ask me. Because most of the things in that game are like weapons that fly around you in a certain pattern. This has a gun that you're actively shooting. Probably one of the main core differences. In the sense that that one's much more passive. Frost, I mean, we could go for Frost. We're not really needing to. The fire rate was something that was going to be, it's related. And reload rate is good, so we'll get those. Maybe Vitality was an option there. But didn't think it necessary given that we currently have 4 out of 4 health. That will likely change as time moves on. Okay, next upgrade. So we can be Ghost Wizard, which the Ghost Friend's projectiles inflict burn, also triggers your on-hit effects. So that's the only summon thing, so let's go with that. But now you see that some of the enemies they have burn. And maybe that's a sign that we should go up the burn tree to increase burn damage. And get free health back from burning enemies. Now we get the Dragon Egg. It's only 2 minutes into the game. I think that's soon enough that it's okay. So we will take the Dragon Egg. Again, can be a bit of a risky strategy. I was just checking this is a hard wall. So yeah, the temple is very much an enclosed space. It's not even that big. Which may be worrying. We could get some dodge, or here's a ghost. Shoots 1 additional projectile, and this is their final thing on the tree. I mean, we haven't got the best friends just yet, but so as you can see, he's going to fire 2 projectiles and may will inflict burn and fires faster depending on your speed as well. That's what the Ghost Friend does. All good upgrades, not really like game changing. Just going to spend some time walking around, because as well, these the summons do a lot of the work for you in terms of killing the enemies. What have we got? Soul Shield, maybe, for the vitality. Yeah, let's go with that. Or the movement speed. Yeah, let's go movement speed. Might regret that in a bit. So yeah, I'm spending most of my time now not actually shooting. When you have enough summons, that becomes an option. Right, so we said we wanted the dragon abilities as soon as possible. We should, you know, there's still time for 17 of those upgrades if we make it to the end, so that's still a good return. Obviously our dragon is doing nothing at the moment. They are still incubating. I mean, not necessarily, because they're just waving themselves around my body. I was being followed, and we've hit 70 minutes till that boss is around. Didn't lose a life, luckily. So what do we have? Run and gun could be good, or the dragon bond. Your bullets deal additional damage equal to 10% of your dragon's damage. That is very powerful. Is it powerful now? No, so we could wait for that. Which means I'll probably get that, but I will want to have that in the future. It's just it's not useful to me now, and I feel like I need things which are useful for me now. So you can see that this is our reload speed, no, this is our running speed, and this is our shooting speed. It's pretty good, so we can now run as fast as we were before, and shoot our bullets. So that's one of the benefits of the movement tree. And we have killed the boss, so let's see what's in here. So this is Lilith's undead army, so it's a different ability to the one we had last time in our failed attempt. Summon damage increased, summon attack speed increased, and as you can see, she definitely works well with summon build. Reload speed is a bit slow, but doesn't matter too much. Okay, so our options, we have a couple here which are for summons, for the scythe. So move speed plus 10%, which we like, and is increased by bonuses to our move speed, which we have. Or it starts to inflict curse, and we saw curse in the second run. If you didn't see it, the video will be available. So that's interesting. We don't have curse just yet, so I'm going to go with movement speed. Pay attention to the scythe. So it does 71 damage currently, or 95. I don't know. It's doing a lot of damage. 71. Maybe that's... Who knows? It's doing damage. We're thankful for the damage it's doing. And yes, I should be shooting my gun because I have the movement speed for that. And it's the thing, you know, you've got to keep these in your head, that these are the special things that you've done. So when you get the bigger bonuses later, that you don't want to tank your movement speed just because it's giving you bullet speed or something. Or, you know, extra bullets. You know, I'm not really using my bullets, but I'm using my summons. Right, in the wind. Increase bullet damage and move speed by 10% every 10 seconds. This bonus resets when you get hit. Up to a maximum of 40%. Let's go with that, because we have movement speed. Again, the Dragon Bond thing is there. We want to get that. But it's not useful now whilst the dragon is hiding. Yes, there are also no trees, as there are in the forest. The temple has lots more pillars, though. They seem to more tightly compact. I'm guessing this counts as an elite in this level. Because they seem to be tanking a lot of damage. Okay, so we have just hatched our dragon. And here is a new boss, which I've never seen before. Are they equivalent to, or better than, the horse? It's a bull, which is seemingly dashing as well. Okay, blazing speed. An extra 10%, and will inflict burn, which is good. Or we can start having curse. I mean, I like movement speed. We've already got quite a lot of that. we'll definitely take that in the future. I'm ignoring things like Frost for now, because we're going Summon. But let's go with that. I feel like this boss is good against slow things, but I have the ability to just run rings around it. Not sure I'm doing much damage to it, but maybe I don't need to be doing damage to it. I just need to avoid it. I mean, it has Curse. Lots of things exploded there. And yes, movement speed is very useful for getting away from things. I mean, that is a very fast thing as well. But you see, I'm faster. Again, I don't want to keep this boss around so long that the next boss comes around. What do we want this time? The move speed. And inflicting burn for things that we're running around. So you see that effect is now we're going to be burning stuff. So we can just run. I mean, only when we're running. When we're shooting, we're not running. Technically, we're walking. Okay, there are more enemies on the screen now. Just causing problems. I really would like the other dragon upgrade, really. Okay, so we got hit, but it was our shield which took it. Took the hit for us. And now we got hit. So we've actually lost some... what was it? Fire rate and movement speed. Okay, so we can be best friends, or we can start doing more curse damage, because we are doing curse. My fire rate hasn't actually been increased that much. But we do want to. Curse deals damage equal to 200% of bullet damage. Maybe we want that, because we're cursing quite a few things with the scythe, maybe? Yeah, let's go down the curse tree. Okay, we're now down to 1 health. So this run may end much quicker than I thought it would. Well, then it seemed like it was going to about 5 seconds ago. Yes. The temple was just throwing things at me I've never seen before, so I don't necessarily know how to handle them very well. And summon was never my strong suit. I'm gonna lean into the movement speed. Right, vitality is vital. Let's go with that. I could get fire rate, but no, I think we definitely need that. As long as I don't lose it immediately. Oh. And also, okay, these spirits are kind of annoying in terms of what color things are. Like, I got hit there because I thought all I could see was my own spirits chasing things, but actually there was other things. Okay. So we're down to 1 health, which is bad. We may not survive much longer. Which one do we want? So we can increase... So Tomb of Rage is something which I take quite a lot of the time. Elasticity, bullet bounce. We're not doing too much shooting, and bullet damage would be decreased, so maybe not that one. Fire rate, again, it's reducing bullet damage, which I'm relatively not too happy about. But it would triple the max ammo. And the fire rate is linked to our summons, the ghosts' fire rate. But then curse is linked to bullet damage. I think. Is curse linked to bullet damage? Or just vitality, and we could get a whole bunch more HP, but we'd lose the dodge, which we have. I wouldn't want to just do bullet things. I think if we're going to do things, it has to give other bonuses. I don't think fire rate... I mean, it's good. It means we'll have a lot more summons out there. Or do we just want vitality? Let's go with the rage. I'm not too sure about it, but we'll try it. So we're firing a lot more bullets. Is it helpful? Of course the bullet damage has gone down, maybe not. We can increase that. Or we can just get attack speed for our summons, which I think is more useful. Because we have a few summons, so that should affect more things. But there are lots and lots of enemies now, and it's very hard to tell the difference between an enemy and my spirits. So I'm not able to use my movement, which I've been building up. I have my Holy Shield back. None of these really fit the mold of what we're trying to do. Burn maybe closely, and that could lean into health towards the end of things, so let's go with burn. Are we doing okay? I mean, nothing's getting too close because we have things which damage enemies at close range. I think I just lost my shield though. There's lots of XP over here. Right, so we can finally get that upgrade, or we can be launching fireballs, or we can get dodge. Oh, I really want fireballs. And maybe even best friends, because we know that our fire rate's been increased. But maybe I need dodge. Do I need dodge? Let's go fireballs for now. Because then that gets us closer on the tree. I mean, I may not live to tell you if that was a good move or not. I mean, obviously I will be alive. Okay, we've hit level 20, so we get to improve our weapon, evolve it. Shadow Bats, your bullets have 50% to inflict curse. Curse damage is increased by your summon damage. That is interesting, because our summon damage is higher than our bullet damage, and we were worried a bit about our bullet damage. Max HP increased. Every 200 enemy killed drops a healing item. That's vampiric. And then Hellfire, as your bullets have 50% chance to inflict burn damage. Burn damage is increased by your summon damage. I think, based on where I am at the moment, health. I think both of these are possible game changers in how much damage you're doing. But I think I can get that from other things, I'm hoping. But for now I just need to stay alive. So I get the health. And just, yeah, okay, fine. So I now have to work my way over to this health item. Well, that's good, because I now have it. Scythe Mastery. Bullet damage plus 10%. Magic size damage is increased by bonuses to your bullet damage, which we reduced our bullet damage, so I'm not sure that's a great option. Hell Spawns. Summon attack speed plus 20%. Your summons inflict burn on hit for 3 damage per second, so we like the sound of that. Or just increase burn damage. Or a new summon. 2 spears. I mean, why is it giving me this choice now? I want all of them. Summon attack speed, inflicting burn, is leading, or the 2 magic spears. I mean, this magic spears play well with health and soul hearts. Let's go with this so that it just opens up the tree for us. And then you see this time it gives me things that I don't find useful. Reload rate and move speed when we have Holy Shield active, I suppose. I mean, we haven't got Holy Shield active at the moment, but maybe we'll do soon. There's so much XP here. And here we go. 10 minutes left. I mean, it's not as useful as it was towards the beginning of the game, but again, as soon as you get it, you should get it. 10% attack speed, so it's going to have double attack speed by the end, which means it's not that useful. I mean, it's still more useful than not. And there are health drops everywhere. Well, not everywhere, but enough. So now, I'm not worried about my health at all. But that was, you know, the gun has completely changed my outlook on, are we going to win? Are we going to survive or not? Thunder spawns, your summon attack damage plus 20%, have a 30% chance on hit cooldown lightning. Interesting. And now, we want all the, you know, summons then leads into synergies with the other magic abilities. And yeah. It's just opened up, hasn't it? Like, the enemies are dying a lot quicker than they were before. You can get soul hearts. I'm going to go with burn damage for now. I do want the soul heart tree to be there for it to not forget about it. So maybe we get it? Let's get burn damage first. No, soul hearts. Why not? Because then for the magic spears it will hopefully help with that. Again, so much experience. Do we have to be that worried about things? I mean, I have all that move speed as well, but when there's so many enemies around, it's hard to use the movement speed. We can get vision range, or soul hearts, or dodge. Well, let's go soul hearts, because we went soul hearts before for a reason. For the spears, I'm trying to identify on the screen which ones are the spears. Don't know. But I can just go near the enemy and they die. This is a new... They seem to be firing more projectiles than the other projectile firer, which I guess is fair. But there's fewer of them, which, you know, at least for now. Curse damage is increased by additional 100% of your bullet damage. I mean, we have one thing cursing. Or we can just make our ghost fire slightly faster. He is now firing very fast. I got a bit too complacent, and then suddenly all the enemies were everywhere. These projectile firers are firing their projectiles a lot faster, which with all the other enemies around makes them just very difficult to dodge. They speed up, so they start slow, but then so you maybe have time to spot them before you need to move out of the way. But if there's loads of them, I don't know how well that's going to work. I think it's just lucky that my current gun is doing enough damage. Okay, so the boss, the 8.5 minute, 9 minute boss has arrived. I don't want to be locked into the corner though. Okay, we've leveled up. Magic Spear, plus 10 damage for every max HP you have. And we have 6 max HP, so it's going to do an extra 60 damage. Is that really what it's going to do? Getting hit by things, hit by a lot of things. It's the projectile firers. I need to look out for those a bit more than I am, clearly. There's one over here, and they also fire multiple projectiles. That's kind of lame. By lame I mean lame for me. Intensely. Well, maybe not that much, but slightly overpowered, maybe. It's fine, there are health pickups around. I don't have to worry about the direction in which I'm firing, and I'm far away from enemies because it will just fire for me. Although the closer I am to enemies, the more other damage I do. Anyway, the boss died. If I can run into it. So this is Necrophile. Gain 35% move speed for 1 second when an enemy is killed. So we're just going to go super blitzy fast. When an enemy is killed, at least. Anyway. Soul Drain. Every 500th enemy killed by a summon drops a soul heart. Yes. Or we can start healing. I don't think we need the heal. I would probably never really say that, except for the fact that we've got this vampiric gun. So let's go with soul hearts. Did I get hit there? I think so. Grab this bit of health. Okay, so now there's lots of elites on the screen, and they are all getting close. Oh. And the projectiles on this guy are more annoying. Yeah, Temple's very different. Oh. It's much harder. I just took 3 damage from like a short period of time. And what's that? Okay, so I need some extra damage. There you go. I said I wasn't worried about health, and then that happened. Temple's difficult. This is something I'm learning. Well, 2 failed attempts. I guess this video is long enough. Check out the other videos if you haven't watched them already. Maybe I'll create more. In fact, leave a like if you'd like to see more of the 20 minutes till dawn content specifically. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, then please leave a like, and if you think you would enjoy more, then please subscribe, or even join me live on Twitch. Whilst it's cliche, all of these will help the channel. On screen is something carefully curated, or something the YouTube algorithm suggests, or maybe even both. In any case, have a great day.